Well, there's a couple of hotels that are set to be demolished in Tokyo. The one that we know for sure is going to be part of a multi-year, even multi-decade-long project is to build the fourth generation of the famous Imperial Hotel. That one is going to be built into kind of some neoclassical style building with a lot of contemporary glass towers, and probably not going to see completion of that until the middle of the next decade. But yeah, apparently there's another big hotel in Tokyo that's set to be demolished fairly soon. It's the Grand Prince Hotel, Shin Takanawa in Tokyo. I remember when Razorfist was doing an episode-by-episode review of DS9, not sure where he stopped. That is quite a long series of reviews, isn't it? Going to be at that for quite a while. But anyways, this is from Sukiyaki Travel Japan. Final review, iconic Tokyo hotel being demolished. Farewell stay. Grand Prince, New Takanawa. Let's take a look. First day of the new year at the Grand Prince Hotel, New Takanawa. Late masterpiece by the legendary architect Togo Murano. Interesting gardens. That's a fish in it. So we're starting at Shinagawa Station in Tokyo, Japan. Ticket gates decorated for the new year with karamatsu or pine decorations welcoming travelers. Walk up a Zaka slope from the station, and the entire area you see is Prince Hotel grounds here. Closest exit is the Takanawa exit, or the west exit. The whole place is a hive of activity. Access is convenient, 16 minutes from Haneda Airport via the KQ Line Limited Express. There's two Prince Hotels here. We've got the Grand Prince and there's the Shinagawa Prince. Price for a Superior Corner King room at this hotel, 25,000 yen per night, or about $159 US, or about 118 pounds sterling. So, not cheap, but also not too terribly expensive. It was a New Year's special deal, so cameraman upgraded to a higher class than usual. From the station, he arrived in about 7 minutes. That's really not bad. A free shuttle bus runs every 20 minutes from the main entrance to the nearby Shinagawa Prince Hotel. Very convenient if you have a lot of luggage. I know the Shinagawa Prince and the Prince Hotel Sunshine City, both of those get a lot of foreign tourists coming in because they're big hotels and they can support the capacity. A banquet hall with this hotel can accommodate 2,400 people. That's a pretty large banquet hall. You could host quite the anime convention there if you wanted to. Mural here inspired by Mount Osama, work by Western-style painter, what's his name? Keizo Koyama. Renowned for majestic landscape paintings. Interesting light fixtures in this hotel too. Lots of geometrics. Possible katane ware. These colourful decorative plates, rather lovely. You've got art displayed throughout the lobby. Rather posh atmosphere. I believe this is reception. With all these hexagonal lattice patterns going on. And check-in is automated using the machines that you see there. Got a lot of traditional Japanese patterns and materials, blending with a lot of modern design. 16 floors on the guest room building. And then there's this, Mamado, I guess it's a baby changing and feeding station. Lovely Japanese garden. Some traditional Japanese music being played there in the background. 908 guest rooms in total for this hotel. Demolition is going to be quite the undertaking. Oh, they also have pet-friendly rooms. That's lovely. Even the key card. Interesting patterns on that. And a lovely view from the lift hall here. Tokyo Tower right in front of us. Room 3184, that is a corner room. Going to see what that entails after we walk down this really long hallway. So it has its own doorbell. Right, here we go. Drum roll chat. Okay, that's not bad. Well, twice as large as the business hotels that cameraman usually stays in. It's quite airy. He's not wrong. Some of those hotels are quite cramped. Have a king-size bed and a sofa that's more chaise lounge than anything. This is quite spacious. Though, by a lot of American standards, this is a pretty standard-size hotel room. For them, anyway. Then you open the curtains and you've got a balcony. Benefits of a corner room. And the view's fantastic. Look at that. There's the Shinagawa Prince over there. And if you look down, you can see the Japanese garden on premises. There's 3 hotels that surround the garden. All of them are Prince hotels. The Prince Sakura Tower Tokyo, the Grand Prince Takanawa, and the Grand Prince New Takanawa. So this must be the old Takanawa. No, this is what we're staying at the new Takanawa. That is confusing. Not sure why they would tear down the new one. Designed by Togo Murano, one of Japan's most prominent architects. Some parts have been renovated, but many areas still retain that unique old-school style. Such as this semicircular balcony installed in every guest room. Then from the outside, you've got curves of the balconies resembling waves, which is a unique aesthetic. You've got this intricate ironwork there, feels like lace. Perfect example of Murano's style. So, we're all excited, but Cameron's got some disappointing news, everyone. Brace yourselves. Redevelopment around Shinagawa Station has been underway for several years. The Shinagawa Station West exit area where the hotel is located is also part of that redevelopment. So Grand Prince Hotel New Takanawa will cease operations at the end of March 2027, and it'll be torn down to make way for a new commercial facility. Anyway, pillow check time. What's the verdict? They're fluffy. They're fluffy enough. It's got lighting controls by the bedside. More of this abstract modern art. Desk chair looks comfy. Though the desk is a bit worse for wear. Glass top, that's nice. And in the drawer here we've got, looks like a multi-function charger. I think that's the room service menu or the hotel services. LAN cable, in case you want a wired connection. Hotel Wi-Fi in some of these older properties is a bit dodgy. Then you've got this round table here. Lacquered wood finish. Comfy enough. Sofa's got just the right amount of bounce. Perfect for fainting. Let's see. There's a safe. Lock it with your key card. Full tea and coffee set there. At least you got tea. I don't know about the coffee. Let's see, other amenities, laundry bags. Request for dry cleaning. There's the pajamas. Free mineral water. Pop that in the fridge and you can chill it. Ice machines available on 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th and 12th floors. So, even numbered floors. Nice glassware. It's actual glass. Shocking. Yeah. Get that to chilling. Put them in the fridge. You can put them in the box or you can put them in the fridge. I think in this case we want to put them in the fridge. A little bit of scratchy ASMR there. Unit bath? Rather spacious unit bath at that. Oh, there's a telephone in there. Back in the day, you were in a pretty posh place if you had a telephone in the bathroom. This is quite spacious for a unit bath. This is really deluxe. Western travellers will be quite comfortable in this. Looks like he's blurting that portion out because he doesn't want to do a face reveal. Might need to speed things up a bit. Yeah, this one's over 30 minutes. Normally he's about 30 minutes or less. We are going to speed this up for 1.25. Full amenities. Oh, bath salts. Okay, hairdryer. The usual accoutrements. That little wheeled caddy is handy. Let's see here. Toilet with Toto washlet. One would expect no less for Japan. Bathtub seems slightly bigger than what you would find in a typical unit bath. Shampoo, conditioner, body wash. Like Polar, whatever that is. Good water pressure. You actually get a closet with this hotel room. A lot of the business class hotels that Cameron's been staying at as of late have completely jettisoned the closet for a few racks to hang a few things on. This is quite spacious. Big enough to fit an ironing board. This is a premium room. Most places they don't give you this sort of thing. Right, so out we go. And we're headed for the club lounge. Might be going, yeah, fitness rooms, exclusive lounges available only to guests staying in certain room types. Someone's actually making use of the fitness room. So often they put these things in, nobody ever uses the bloody things. Omiji is a modern Japanese lounge that's adjacent to the lobby. Available for lunch and dinner, or if you just want to grab a drink. Nice atmosphere. Yeah, this is nice. Good views too, look at that. That's brilliant. With high ceilings, large floor-to-ceiling windows. Different vibe between day and night. Let's see, what do you got here? Smoked salmon with salad, fried chicken, garlic shrimp and scallops. BLT sandwich. That's a lasagna. Looks pretty good. Portions seem a bit small though. It seems like European portions. Beef tenderloin. Let's see. He got a strawberry tart and an iced coffee. The tart looks delicious. Strawberries look like they've been candied. John Lee, thank you for redeeming first again. Welcome back. We had an interruption with stream, but we're back on track now. Let's see, what's next? Ah, taking a stroll through the garden. The lighting really does help sell it. Especially out of season in the winter months. Really is a beautiful place. A pity that they're going to tear it down next year. Saw some discrepancies, so I figured that was the case. Yeah, we had an interruption in the connection there. So everyone do make sure that you refresh your browser or refresh the app. Hopefully some of this gets preserved. Stone sculptures, garden portions, perhaps transplanting or relocating them somehow. These lights are pretty cool too. Seasonal illuminations inspiration dates back to the Edo period. There was an event called Nijiro Kuriyamachi, or the 26th night moon waiting, held on the nights of the 26th day of the 1st and 7th months of the lunar calendar. Interesting. People would wait for the moon to rise and pray for happiness. It was held in many places, but this Takanawa area was particularly famous for it. Oh. There was a plateau by the sea that offered great views, so people enjoyed food and drinks from stalls while waiting for the moonrise. And this illumination is a modern arrangement of that moon waiting experience. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I thought they just did that sort of thing when the sakura trees were in bloom in the springtime. Action Bastard, hello, hello, good to see you, how are you? Reminds me of a little place up in the mountains of Washington called Leavenworth. Only way cooler. Yeah, there's Place, and then there's Place Japan. Just like the meme. Been spending time on TikTok laughing at videos. We're having a cold front here, and they're memeing it. I'm sure your idea of a cold front is quite different from other people's idea of a cold front. We've just come off of something rather nasty, a winter storm. So, exhausted, long day job shift, but happy to be home and chilling. How you be? They're doing all right. Pity I got to go back to work tomorrow, but it is what it is. We are looking at the Grand Prince Hotel Takanawa, which Sukiyaki Travel Japan informs us they're going to tear this down starting in March 2027. Make way for the new commercial development. Cross the wooden bridge and a Sanmon gate comes into view. It's quite striking with the umbrellas and the lanterns. I know, but it's pretty cold. Everyone's reaction is so funny. Oh yeah, sort of like in Florida when the temperature dips below something like 40 degrees. No, it's beautiful. Unfortunately, progress waits for no one. Oh, this dates back to the early Edo period, designated as a tangible cultural property. Usually you can't ring it freely, but it's open exclusively to guests during the New Year's Eve bell ringing event. Kanendo Temple, along with the bell tower and Sanmon Gate, are also a tangible cultural property. So, with any luck, all of this is going to be preserved. My guess is that the hotel building itself is what's going to be torn down, but since this is tangible cultural properties, more than likely they have to leave this sort of thing intact. Grand Prince Hotel New Takanawa was designed by Togo Murano and was completed back in 1982. He remained active till he passed away at 93. This was his work when he was 91 years old. Oh, this is one of his final works. Sincerely hope that parts of this precious Murano work will be relocated and preserved after the hotel is demolished. Here's hoping. It'd be a pity if they didn't. Right, so we are going to Shinagawa Yokocho for dinner. Let's see what's on the menu here. Like it's multiple places you can go to eat. Sir, what is the coldest temperature you have experienced? Well below freezing. I think I've gotten to the single digits, possibly even 0 degrees or in the negative territory in terms of degrees Fahrenheit, which is well below, well into the negative territory for Celsius. I've been in some pretty cold temperatures before and encountered my fair share of snow and ice. Not as much as some people, but maybe more than others. Googly eye lamps. There's lovely artwork on the walls too. I like that. That's cool. Tonight, looks like you've decided on Yonpachi Gyojo. Great seaside atmosphere in here. How'd you deal with it? Stayed indoors and stayed warm. Kept the heater going. Bundled up. If need be, you put on multiple layers. It all looks so traditional and warm. It does, doesn't it? Let's see, looks like sashimi's on the menu here, along with oysters. As it's an izakaya, there's a wide variety of drinks like sake and shochu. That looks good, whatever it is. The appetizer came in a retro milk bottle. Looks like a lot of pickled vegetables. It's going to make the contents a bit of a challenge to get out. Easier if you just grab a long-handled spoon and scoop it all out. It's like soy sauce or something it's adding. Maybe ponzu sauce? Not sure. And there's dinner, everybody. Fish head stew. Bon appetit. That reminds me, evidently if you mix store-bought cold sake and Mountain Dew, it makes a pretty good mixed drink. Really? Might have to give that a try sometime. Okay, so this is simmered sea bream head. It's fish head stew, which is apparently traditional New Year's dish, considered auspicious in Japan, as it sounds like medatai or auspicious or celebratory. How interesting. And its red skin and white meat represent kohaku, or red and white, essential colours for celebratory occasions. I don't like fish. I don't like fish heads staring back at me, so I might pass on this one. Or, you know, maybe have a fillet of that instead of a whole fucking head. And during the Japanese New Year, there's lots of auspicious foods eaten to wish for good health and longevity. Perhaps this might be one of them? A little bit of sushi? Then we've got, it's like a miso soup of some sort with some cuts of fish meat in there. The soup looked good. Sushi also looked good. Let's see, hotel provides you with one-piece pajamas. They also provide yukata upon request. I think I might go for something like that. But its head is symbolic now. I'd starve. I'll just pick something else from the menu. Izakayas usually have a wide variety of things to eat. Ooh, a cloudless, perfect, sunny day. Look at that view, chat. Imagine waking up to that in the morning on your holiday in Tokyo. That is not bad at all. Oh, there's a swimming pool. That is a view indeed. Well, that's interesting details there. During Murano's time, modernism using industrial products like glass and concrete was the mainstream. And nowadays, in contrast, he focused on craftsmanship that brought out the qualities of materials and human sensitivity. Deserved after the Scissors Hotel. Who can forget the Scissors Hotel? That was some nightmare fuel we'll not forget anytime soon. Dear Lord, that was awful. This is quite the upgrade from that. Let's see, the He-10 Banquet Hall. Looks like we're going to go check that out. Take a look at some of the architectural details. Looks like there's another annex of the Takanawa Grand Prince. There's Tokyo Tower off in the distance. Oh no, we're going down to breakfast. Slopeside Diner Zakuro. Choose from 3 different locations to eat breakfast here. We're going with a buffet, said to be the most popular. Place down the placard there, so nobody steals the table from us. Breakfast serves 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. You can have yourself a light salad, if you like. Or maybe something a bit heartier, like whatever that is. Or tater tots. Or a fried egg, sunny side up. Or scrambled eggs. Or sausages. Or... is that tofu? Oh, they also got donuts. They're shaped like a zero. Can we say they have 0 calories? Sure, you're on holiday. Indulge yourself. Sir, I've been spoiled. I don't think a hotel visit is complete unless it has a beachfront view. They do have some of those in Japan. They're quite lovely. Still have not had Eggs Benedict. Thinking I might go to a fancy place when I'm on vacation and order it. Actually, if you've got an IHOP in your neighborhood, found out for myself, Eggs Benedict is on the menu there now at IHOP. Might not be the best Eggs Benedict, but since you've never had it before, the bar's kind of set fairly low. But also food at IHOP, I mean, it's not terrible. I don't mind these options. I know, right? Good food here. Really, we're all right then. Yeah. Let's see. Omelette is ready. Grabbing a sweet rice cake snack there. Not seen on screen is the actual omelette. Looks like they've got some cheese offerings. Dried cranberries. Hazelnuts. Almonds. Raisins. Seems like a stuffing for the Thanksgiving turkey. Got some fish. Potatoes. Bacon. Like properly good buck bacon there. Oh, there they go. There, now they're making the omelette. Speeding up the tape here a bit sharp, so if it looks like they're going inhumanly fast, that's just because I've got it on 1.5 speed. Oh, that turned out excellent. A cereal section? I think they do. Yeah, they got a cereal section. Probably do, anyway. Or maybe they got some yogurt or something. I remember when they were going to become iHob. We've always referred to them as iHobbit for the rest of my days. Oh, yeah. There was that thing briefly where they were going to change the name. I've always thought that was rather stupid. Oh, apparently guests at this hotel can use the sauna and the spa at the Prince Sakura Tower, Tokyo. That's nice. Makes sense. This place is often called the Prince Village for a reason. Now, they've got 3 different Prince hotels in this one complex with those gardens that we saw earlier in the center of it all. Ah, traditional Japanese omelette. Plenty of ketchup on top. Rice, miso soup, and a salad. A little bit of fish. Prince Hotels, having stayed at one myself, I can confirm they make a damn good breakfast. You will get your day started off right if you stay at a Prince Hotel whenever you're in Japan. The 4 Princes of Narnia, something like that. Oh, is that champagne? Step side Dino Zakado. It's like a Piper branded champagne. Or maybe it's just like sparkling wine or sparkling grape juice. Something open from 7 a.m. to 2500 hours. Apparently things have progressed so far in Japan that they have added a 25th hour to the clock. Japan really is living in the future. Mackerel. Oh, was that what that was? Looked like some fairly good fish. I'd eat it. Grand Prince Hotel New Takanawa is a hotel where you can truly feel the architectural beauty of Togo Murano, the architect. Cameron felt a high level of hospitality through shared facilities, unstable service. Plus, having a Japanese garden where you can feel the nature of Japan right in the middle of Tokyo is wonderful. I know. Prince Hotels, really, really good. You want something on the level of, like, Hilton or Marriott from 20 years ago, back when they were still really good brands. This is it. Gonna happen eventually. They keep having to add fractions of a second every year. One day it'll add up to an hour. Yeah, probably thousands of years In the future, we'll all be long gone by then, won't we? Otherwise, the math would stop mathing. That's true. Invest in a good atomic clock. Or one of those radio-powered clocks or watches. You're going to need it. Or maybe even get yourself a Seiko Astron. That one is GPS aligned. Lots of lovely details throughout this whole property. You can tell it's older, but it's lovely. Really sad to see it go. Set to be demolished in March 2027. The Kinka-kan and the tea room in the garden will remain. Okay. So some of this, at least, is going to get preserved. Give me a sundial. Definitely going to have to rehome those fishies there. Though I'm sure they won't mind. As long as the water stays warm and the food's fresh. Go to Memorial Stay where you feel the history and the spirit of Japanese wa, which I think translates to harmony in English. Right, here we are at Takanawa Gateway Station. New station on the Yamanote line between Shinagawa and Tamachi stations. Yamanote line is the big loop line that covers most of Tokyo proper. Takanawa Gateway City Development Project is underway around the station, and that is what's going to encroach upon and encompass the grounds of the Grand Prince Hotel that we were just at. We've also got autonomous mobility vehicles called Eno. They look interesting. So let's see what the fuss is about. Really sets the mood with the futuristic synth music there. I think they'd be food, but I heard koi taste awful. Yeah, those are not eating fish. Those are decorative fish that you sort of set in your zen-like pond and keep them fed. Keep them warm in the wintertime as well, lest they freeze and die. Wonder if they send the fish to an aquarium or something. Yeah, either that or they'll just rehome them in other koi ponds, probably in the area or something like that. They don't exactly make for a decent food source. Oh, even has that sort of futuristic light there. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, give that a like.